Hello friends, Cheryl here with inkedpulp again, and I am back with another Margarete Miller challenge. This is week 6, so the hashtag on this one is hashtag 2023 CWP6. And these are the prompts. So the first thing we have is something made from plastic. And I've got, this is like a vinyl plastic lace tablecloth that I had been cutting up. I also have some plastic bags that we may use. I have an advertisement, and I've got a few. These aren't originals, but these are some off of some DigiKits. These are this tulip soap, conserves, and Bartlett pears. And then I've got some bigger ones, cheese, grapes or wine, House of Lethbridge, Pilsner beer, a bigger tulip soap, and an absinthe. So that's that one. Something from space. I have got, I don't know which one I'm going to use yet, but I have got several stickers. Like this one is the constellations. I've got, oh, I love this. The Neptune falling into the sea. I've got, down here, I've got a moon and some, well, and the earth. I was going to say moon and stars, but that's the moon and earth. And then back here, I've got more constellations. And I have got, this is probably my favorite. I've got this moon with the gal laying in the moon, and this may be the one I use, but we'll see. And then I've got a few over in this book, and I'll go through those when we get there. I've got this piece. Oh, I've got this with all the Earth and Venus and Mercury, and it's a map of the planets. I've got a sun. I have got, what do I have here? Moon and stars. And I've got the sun shining on the earth. So I've got a few there. I've got another sun. I really like that sun, so we'll see about where that might go. So that's something from space. Textured paper. I have this piece of jelly plate print that I ran through my embossing machine, put a real pretty pattern on it, and then I took some ink and went over the top of it to bring out that pattern. So this is texture paper. It's been embossed. A name in the family. I've got some stamps here, and I'm going to stamp out a name. And then the bonus is instructions, and I've got a couple of different instructions. I've got how to make a collection of shells, and I'm going to use this as the cover page here. And then I've got your first chords, how to set up and play your first chords along with an exercise. So I think that covers, and then this green piece is going to be the background for the right side. This is going to be a double page spread. So let's get started. I'm kind of excited for this one. I got a couple things planned that are interesting. So let's put this page on first. This is the cover page for the left side of the sheet, and it is the instructions on how to curate a seashell collection. Oh, this paper is really fragile too. I think I got this out of like one of the kids' encyclopedia or the Book of Knowledge or something like that. They had a lot of different instructions, like how to do this, how to do that, and I thought the seashell collection was the most interesting. So there we go. Now I have to tell you, I am filming this ahead of time because this Saturday, my son and his girlfriend, I call her his girlfriend, he's been with her for, I don't know, like 19 years. So it's more than just his girlfriend, but they're not married. So I don't know what to call her really. But anyway, they are coming. And I think I'm going to be tied up with family stuff next week. So I thought I would film this ahead of time, and then I can just schedule it to post early next week. Oh, I also wanted to show you, I made one change to last week's. I had attached my little doll with a bulb pin. The bulb pin was just too bulky. So I found a brad. This is an upholstery brad, and it allows her to swing as well. Plus, I think it looks cute up there on her hat. So I did change out the bulb pin for that brad. All right, there's that. Now, I need to mark this, and we need to cut it down a little bit. So we'll get out the big guillotine printer. So what's everybody got going on? This will publish next week. Tell me about your weekend and what you did. Like I said, I've got my son and his girlfriend coming. They'll be here for 5 days. They actually went to Orlando first because they wanted to go to the new Harry Potter feature at, I think it's at Universal Studios. I can't imagine that would be at Disney. And so I think more his girlfriend really wanted to go see it. So they decided, you know, and they're from the West Coast, so they decided if they were coming all the way out here, they would go down to Florida and do the Florida thing, and then they would fly up here to North Carolina and spend some time with my husband and I. So it's a good trip for them because it kills two birds with one stone, and I get to see them an extra time during the year, so I'm excited about that. And it should be, oops, I'm going to cut this too short. So let's move it out to the edge, and then I can put some washi tape on the inside if I need to. Let's get this all the way out to the edge. I'm not going to have any glue left by the time I put this down so many times, but let's see if we can get it on here correctly. Now I've got it too far up. I'm just having a terrible time, but you know what? I think this is just about close enough. We can ink the edges and we can put washi tape down the middle. I don't know how I did that. Got it cut so short, but there we go. Now let me find some washi tape before we move on, or some fabric, but I think washi tape would be the best. I just have to see what I did. I've got a huge, as you've seen in previous videos, I've got a huge thing of washi tape that is on some twine, and you'd think I would be able to see it. I think I put it somewhere because it was in the way. Oh, there it is. Right in front of my eyeballs. Okay. Let's see which washi tape is going to look the best. How about... No, because we've got those ads. I want something a little bit neutral. I've got lots of greens in this one. How about this one? This one's got some green and some tickets, and I don't know if this is a Tim Holtz or not, but it could have come from your creative studio, and I hope it's not one of these that doesn't peel off real easily. Yeah, it wants to tear. Hang on. If I can't get it in 1 or 2 tries, I'll switch to a different tape. I have heard, and I want to do this as one of my 12-minute tips, that if you take your washi tape and put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds, that it will soften up the glue and it won't tear like that. It'll rehabilitate your washi tape. I don't know if it's true. I haven't tried it yet. Okay, that looks like enough. And let's get some glue on that so we make sure it stays down. And then I've got a little, I don't want to put it over the crease because it tends to get all bunched up when you do that. So I'm going to put it right beside the fold in the journal. Okay, and then we'll just snip that off. We will snip this one off. And I want to, I think I showed you guys this last time, my little washi tape card that I am working on. So I'm going to take these little bits of washi tape and just stick them down and add to my little card. You know what I was thinking might be fun with one of those cards is to die cut some shapes out of one of those other ones and see like flowers and, you know, fun things like that, maybe some leaves. So maybe on one of my craft and grabs, I will cut some shapes out. That piece is too mangled. All right. Let's stick this one right here. All right, so I'm filling up that card a little bit. Cap back on the glue so it doesn't dry out. Okay, so here is our background. Now I've got an advertisement. Here's what I was thinking, and I want to do this and see if it looks right. I want to take these little ones, and I may need some more washi tape actually. Oops, let's go this way. I want to take these little ones and put them in these little plastic, I use these little zipper pouches mainly for my jewelry stuff, but I thought they worked well for this. And so I want to, and I'm not inking up these edges, I'm just putting these in the plastic. And I cut them down, but, well, some of them I didn't have to cut down. This one, I don't know if this one's going to fit in here, or if I need to cut it a little more on the sides. Let's see. Let's see if it goes in here. And I'll take my bone folder. Yeah, I think I need to cut off the side a little bit. So let's go on this side. Let's take a little sliver off. That should be enough for this to fit back in here. And then I have something special in mind for these that I think will be fun. Nothing I've ever done before, but I think they'll be fun. And then the last one, tulip soap, looks like it's gonna fit. So I think I asked y'all, I would love to see in the comments, you know, what'd you guys do over the weekend? Anything fun? Is the weather finally starting to get nice? Okay, what I'm gonna do, let's see, which one do I want on the top? I think I like this. I'm gonna put the tulip soap and then the conserves. And I think I'm gonna do these as a flip. So I'm gonna glue down the back of the envelope, so you could take them out if you wanted to, although I don't anticipate wanting to do that. But this takes care of our advertisement and something plastic. Okay, so let's put this right there. That one's going to be on the top. I should have started from the bottom, but that's okay. And then this one is going to go right about here. Make sure they stay lined up so they flip real nice. These envelopes are the same size, so they should line up perfectly. And then this one. And I put that on the wrong side. Take that off real quick. I don't think I'll need to use the glue stick on this. I think a paper towel will take it off, and I need to put this on the back, not the front. And I could glue this whole one down, but I'm not going to because I don't think it's necessary. All right, I'll let those dry for a minute, and then probably what I'll do is go put a little bit of washi tape at the top of each one, just to give it a little extra. Okay, so those are our advertisements. I'm going to come back to something from space. I'm going to look at the instructions here. And I think I do want to ink up this piece. Now, here's another tip for you, and I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but if you have, like the book that I took this out of, the paper was fairly white, and I wanted it to look a little more vintage. So I just took a piece of coffee dyed paper and put that in my printer, and then printed onto that to get the more aged look. The only caveat to that is that you have to make sure your piece is really, your paper's really flat. Like, I think this was the edge, yeah, because it's the top. This is the edge that I fed through. And I had, back when I made this paper, I had ironed it. So it was pretty, it was pretty flat, and it went through the paper. I have fed that paper through and had it, then I'm going to put this down here. I have fed that paper through and had it jam in the printer before, so you just have to make sure it's really flat. And then I've got this textured paper. I tore a piece off because I wanted the edge kind of ragged. So I'm going to take that extra piece, I'm going to ink it up, and just to pull in the two sides, because what I'm going to do is put this paper over here. And actually I may need to lift up some of those because I think I was going to put that up higher. And so I'm just going to put that over there to tie this in with this. And let's pull these up because I really wanted that to go higher. I wanted that to go up here, maybe a little bit lower. There we go. I should have put that piece down first. And I'm just gonna tear off a little bit more because it's kind of way out to the edge there. So we'll just tear that back a little bit. And again, I want to let those dry really well before I go in and glue down this piece. I'm going to let those dry. So we'll work over here. I'm going to put this piece down. And then my instructions are going to go down here at the bottom. We're not going to have a pocket for these. We'll put them right on the paper this time. Okay. There is that. And then I want to, maybe I want the bigger piece up top. Maybe I want to do it this way. And we'll have the straight edge on the outside. I think that's what I want to do. So we'll have it sticking up just a bit. Let's go up a little bit higher. And we'll put this up here like this. Okay. So that whole thing now can be glued down. So we've got a piece of the textured paper over here to tie in both sides. And then, let's see, I need something from outer space. And then I need the name. Now, I do have one more plastic thing that I was thinking about putting down. And, I don't know, let's test it and see. I'm going to have to go over that with my glue eraser because I got glue everywhere. And I'm looking for my little plastic key card to burnish that down. Yeah, this little brad on the other side isn't too bad. All right, there's that. And of course, I need to get rid of this extra glue. You know me and my dislike of shiny glue spots on my pieces. I just don't like it. And then sometimes, because the glue is influenced by some of the distress ink, it actually comes out brown. And I really don't like that if a glue spot is brown. So we'll just erase it. And I'm going to say it again. I'll probably say it every video. You guys will get sick of it by the end of the year. If you don't have one of these glue erasers, get yourself one because they really are awesome. This one's giving me a little extra grief coming off, but don't worry about it. Just keep working it. I think I had quite a bit on there. But just keep working it and it will come off. Now, occasionally I have had it tear my paper, but really not very often. All right, there we go. That looks much better. That's still got a few. I can work on this off camera as well. But I just wanted to show you how great that glue eraser does. All right. So we've got these. They feel like they're pretty well down. And then I've got this piece that we'll just use some tacky glue with, since I'm not going to be able to really rub glue stick all over that. So we'll just put some tacky glue on it. It's even pretty on the back with the embossing. But yeah, I had jelly print over some pages that I had printed out, and they were misprints, and so they had stuff on the back, but I didn't want to throw them away. So I had kept those, and when I was playing around with the jelly prints, I just pulled out those misprints and ran the plain side through the jelly plate, and it worked out great. I need to get some more of those out. Okay, there's that. The other thing I had, and I thought about putting this underneath over here, but I'm not sure I like that. I'm not sure I need it at all. We'll see if we need to come back to that. That was something plastic, but I already have the little plastic envelopes. So, all right, something from space, and I think I had said that I really love, no, I think it was in the other book. I think it was the last one. I really love this moon. And I'm thinking I could just put her right up here. Now, I don't care for all that extra white space, so I'm going to cut it a little bit closer. And before I do that, I'm actually going to put it down. I like to put the stickers down on a piece of paper and then cut around them, because the sticky, I don't know. I just think the sticky on the back of these stickers isn't really all that great, and I probably should have put a little glue under the sticker before I put it on the paper, but that's okay. I think it'll stick on here, but makes it easier to fussy cut because you're not dealing with a sticky background. And I often end up doing some fussy cutting because, like I said, I don't care for all that white space that they put around the stickers. Sometimes it's okay. If the background is a similar color and it kind of blends in, then I don't worry about it. But here it would really show. And I don't mind a little bit of white space. I'm doing some kiss cutting here, so it is leaving a little bit of white, but not like what it had. So let's see, coming into the home stretch. This is a pretty sticker. So the something in space here is not the girl, it's the moon. Now, I don't know how she got in the moon if she's not in space, but we'll not worry about that. I think it's the idea rather than the literal. There we go. And then I think we'll just put her up there. Let's do inker. So she stands out just a little bit. And then one more item and we are set. Oh, you guys, I love these little finger daubers. It just gives me so much more control. And mine are getting all nasty and torn up, and I can't tell what colors were on them because I don't want to obviously use a new one every time I bring out a new color. So I bought a set. and they're in a little plastic case. I'll have to show them to you next time. They're in a little plastic case, and you know, I can have one for each color. There we go. So let's put some glue on her. And that'll be our something from space. And I do want to put one other space item in here. I'd like to get one of those suns and put it right up here in the corner. And I don't know, let's see if I can find the one I like. I think it was in this other book. There it is. Ooh, it might be a little too big. Let's see. Yep, it's a little too big for that spot. So let's see. I know I've got some smaller ones in here. We'll find a smaller one. There's one, but it doesn't have any color to it. I was hoping to get a little bit of color. So let's see what we have in this book. Okay, that's where our girl came from. The girl in the moon. Not there. Not there. I wanted to put a sun, but no, I don't like that either. I really wanted a yellow sun up there, so I will play with that off camera a little and see if I can find another sunshine somewhere. I'm sure I have one. And see if I can't get one to put up there, because that is what I'd really like to do for that spot, is put a little sunshine. And when I do next weeks, I'll show you what I came up with. All right, so I'm going to end up putting a sun up there. Now, we want to put some washi tape on these, and for that, I'm going to go with maybe this little green. I think that one would be pretty. It's not quite so wide, and it will be a nice addition to the top of those plastic pockets. There's one. And there's two. And number three. And I have a little bit left over for my washi page. I'll put that on after I finish videoing. I wanted to show it earlier just to remind you guys that that's an option. When you have these little extra pieces of washi, I truly, people, I do not throw anything away. Okay, there's that. Now I think we need something down here, and I don't think it's this plastic lace. I don't know, it just looks real plasticky, which it is, but I don't think I like that. What I want to put down there is, if I can find them, I have some little paper strips where I kind of made ruffles out of them and sewed them together. And I had them just the other day, and for the life of me, I don't know what I did with them. So maybe what I'll do is take some of my homemade washi tape and find something that works. And what I'll do is, maybe that's cool. And then what I'll do is sew a zigzag stitch along it before I put it down. Okay, what about that one? Don't really like that one. I don't want to go through all of these, so I'm just going to take this. Hang on one sec, ladies. I'm going to go to my sewing machine here really quick and just run a stitch through it, and then we'll put it down. Won't take me but just a second. Can you hear that sewing machine humming away? And there we go. I like doing little accents like this, and like I said, oftentimes I will make a pleated piece of paper. You know, I'll fold it over and then sew it down. I don't have time to do that right now, so I've just got this little piece, and it fits just about perfect on here. Now, this is a sticker, so I could peel off the back, except that I've sewn it down now, so we'll just take a little bit of this tacky glue and put on here. Gotta get this glue. Boy, this is the, I guess maybe I should put just a hair bit of water in it to make it thinner so it comes out better. And I bought those little tiny bottles to use because I see everybody using those, and then I put it away and I don't know what I did with it. So, all right, so let's put that down there. I think that looks nice. Oh, this looks like it's French. Makes it even nicer. And I didn't ink that up, but I think that's okay. And it's not wanting to really stick. I might need to use a little bit of Fabri-Tac in that, on that. And then I just have one more component, and I'm still debating where to put it. I'm going to stamp my last name because it says use a name from your family. And so I thought I would just stick my last name on here. And I'm going to stamp it on some coffee dyed paper, but what I don't know is if I want it going down here or do I want it up here. I'm not sure where I want it. I'm gonna clip this down because it doesn't want to stay. So let's see, do we want something going down here? We have an awful lot on this page, and if I put a sun up here, where this page could use a little extra, so let's do it there. So I've got these, and I am going to do this in black. I just re-inked all my Stays On inks, so we'll see how that works out. Get my top on here so I don't dry that out. Okay, let's get these puppies out of here. Here's the first one I need. Okay, here's an F. There we go. And now I have to find all my letters. So maybe it wasn't a good idea just to dump them out on the table, but I did. So there's I, W, V, N, L, O. Now I'm missing the S, but let's get these stamped that I do have. F-O, and I don't know how straight I can get these, but it really doesn't matter. I'm not a stickler for having everything in a row. Oh, that's really bad though. Let's do this. This tends to work for me. I'm going to take something straight edge, like one of these cards, and I'm going to put it down here. So here's another 12-minute tip. I'm going to put it on there so the end of it sits right at that edge, because I cannot do anything super straight. So that one a little too close to the edge, but that's all right. Oh, that's not working either. All right, folks, because I'm hitting the edge here. So let me see if I can just get this stamped straight. I wonder if, oh, that's the other side of those instructions. Let's tear out a piece and see if that helps me get it any straighter. So the struggle is real. Does anybody else have this struggle getting it at least reasonably straight? First letter's easy, right? F, O, I. Oh, that one's lower, but that's all right. L, E. It's not too bad. Now let's find that S. J, N, K, D, M, N, V, and everything but the S here. D, W, Y, X, R, Q, N, G. There's the S. There we go. That's not too bad. I put that up there. Let's tear it a little bit closer. A little bit off the top. All right. So let's go with that and ink it up. Some distress ink. And then I think we're done. I may add a few little things to fill in here and there off camera. I have to think about it. But I think for the most part we'll be done. There. All right, I do want to put a sun up here. I think I want to put a little bit of washi tape, and I might take some of that green washi tape that I used to hold down the envelopes and put a little piece right here just to fill in a little bit. And I've actually got, no, I don't want a bigger one. I want that same little one. And that'll help tie these two pages together with having the same washi tape, and then we've got this same paper as well. There. So we've got 1, 2. Do we need another one? Do we need to have 3? We know about the rule of 3s, right? Let's put just a little piece. And I think I'll put it over on this page where I don't have as much because it can use a little more decoration. If I can get it off the spool, it's wanting to rip to shreds on me. I think I need to take, my washi tapes are so old, and I think I really need to do that microwave trick. So what I might do is just take my camera when I go to do it, and let's see, shall we put it here? That's awful close there. How about, I know I've got it in other places once you lift this up, but let's put it right there. All right, so now we've got the 3 pieces of washi tape. Let's go over the prompts and see how we did. I've got my messy desk now that I've been working. All right, something made from plastic. So I've got these little plastic bags. An advertisement, I've got 3. We've got pears, we've got the conserves, and we've got the tulip soap. Something from space, I've got the moon, and I will put a sun here as soon as I can find a little sun to go there. Textured paper, I've got the embossed paper. Oh, it looks, I don't know how long ago that happened, but it looks like I knocked my camera. All right, textured paper here and over here. Name in the family. This is our last name. And bonus was the instructions. So in the back, I've got how to make a collection of shells. And then I've got your first chords. So I think that is everything. That is my spread for this week. And barring a sun up in the right corner, I think we're done. So ladies, thank you for joining and watching me for week 6, and I look forward to seeing what everybody else has made. Hey, if you think about it, give me a thumbs up on your way out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.